Namaste, I am Harsha. I am representing LGS Research Foundation. This video is briefing the necessity of AICTE activity points in BE and BTech course curriculums. So whatever the contents I'm explaining in this video, it is based on the understandings from the notifications and the circulars available on the VTU website, and also the AICTE activity points briefings provided in the are mentioned in the AICTE website. So many students they started calling us or asking the necessity of the activity points, or asking like is this really mandated to the engineering students? So this video is briefing the details for that. Yes, activity point is mandated for all the engineering students in the entire India. It is mandated by the AICTE, and hence the universities have mandated to all the students enrolled under the engineering curriculum. This activity point is not only mandated to BA students but also to the BA, BSc, BCom, BCA, BPM, LLB and all UG courses, but they will be having the different agenda. Engineering students are having an agenda of coming up with the engineering solution for the social issues. So, optimal to the point, if we have to explore what is the necessity of activity point, so we need to understand the three things here. One is there is a academic mandation. Next one is the necessity in the higher education, that means after the UG courses, and then the necessity of social innovation and entrepreneurship. Academic mandation. uh, VTU circular has listed that regular students are having a mandation of 100 activity points in the entire engineering curriculum, whereas lateral entry students, they are having a mandation of 75 activity points in the 3 years of their engineering curriculum. So one activity point is nothing but 4 hours of activity. That means regular students need to spend 400 hours on activity points, and lateral entry students need to spend 300 hours on the activity points. And regarding the academics, this is a mandated course across all the engineering colleges in India. This activity point has to be completed within 4 years for the regular students, whereas within 3 years it is mandated for the lateral entry students. The final decision regarding when it has to be completed is with the department. The department HOD will take the final decision on when it has to be completed. For example, some colleges will mandate on 20 points in each semester, whereas some colleges will mention in the vacations. So it is up to the department. Whereas VTO has mentioned that this should not be implemented during the college hours. Another question is there a minimum activity point and maximum activity point? So VTU in its circular mentioned that this is a non-evaluating course. That means there is no effect on the CGPA. However, even though you are having a highest marks, let's say 9.7 CGPA, 9.5 CGPA, you are having a one activity point shortage, then your result will be on hold, because your 8th semester degree marks card is having a line mentioning number of activity points earned by the student, and it has to be 100 for regular students and 75 for the lateral entry students. Suppose if you are in lacking of any one pointers also, this marks card will not be printed, and hence your result will be on hold. The next question is this a evaluating course? No, there is no evaluation, and here we are not evaluating your skill set, memorization skills, writing skills, anything as such. It is a participatory program, but as per the conditions given by the VTU. Okay, because it is not a evaluating course, there is no minimum and maximum concept, and it has to be 100 for regular students and 75 for the lateral entry students. There is no minimum and maximum criteria. There is no influence on CGPA. Activity points earned will be mentioned in the 8th semester degree marks card. Next question is, students are having a question that can this be implemented in group? Yes, this activity can be implemented in group, but report has to be individual. That means a report must be having submitted by only one student and not a group of students like the mini project or the final year project. It has to be an individually submitted report, but can be implementable and in a group. Report along with the participation, the activity points mandates the students to submit a report of what they have understood about the social issue and what is the field interactions they have done, and also they have to come up with the engineering solutions. So the report submission is mandated as per the VTU. So just mere the certificate is not acceptable, the report is also necessity. Next one is higher education. After UG, some students will take a master's in technical courses, some will take in the management courses, either in Indian universities or in the abroad universities. But in a recent, from 2020 to 23 onwards, while enrolling to the such universities for the master's course, they are asking the details on the social activities or social concern activities implemented by the student during the engineering curriculum. So this activity point is optimal for that. You can submit the report of the activity points or certificate you have earned in the activity points to the universities while you are enrolling there for the masters. But along with the volunteer, what engineering skill student has contributed to the society, that is also needed here, because mere volunteer work can be done by any student, even a non-BE student or even a uh, other course students can also do that. But what engineering skill is contributed to the society, I mean, how we have used it to solve the any issues in the society, that is what is needed under the activity points. So that has to be submitted during the higher courses. And this such universities, with whatever the certificate you are presenting there, they are checking with which NGO they have worked or with which organization they have worked the social activity. Is that genuine? What is the integrity of such organization? They will check on the website, is really this NGO working on such segments? And also they will send an email, they will send an email to such NGO or organization asking, has this student worked with you in during so and so duration for the activity or regarding the social awareness or social activity programs. And we, the NGO, we have to verify it and we have to respond to them with the screenshot of reports available with us. So that is what some universities are following up. Recently we have received from universities in Germany and also in American universities. Few of them have emailed us and we have counter verified them. So to check the integrity of the certificate issued by the NGO and the attaching the certificate and the report by the NGO is needed. So overall, on a summary, what I wanted to mention here is, whenever you wanted to pursue the higher education, either in India or in abroad universities, there is a mandation of verifying the social activities that student has undertaken in the BE curriculum, and such certificates has to be counter verified by NGOs. So that is the pattern they are following. Under such cases, the activity point is needed. And where they will check. So there is a website called ngodarpan.gov.in. Here, this is the screenshot of mentioning uh, the LGS Research Foundation is authentic, and they can check here the integrity of the organization. So the universities will check here. The second one is MCA. MCA is the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and where they will search about the NGO. And ours is a NGO and registered under the central government. So all the details the universities will check and verify if this NGO is authentic to issue such certificates. The next we have gone through the academic necessity of the activity points, and then the higher education necessity of the activity points. Then the third one is the social innovation. The main agenda behind the activity point is student has to understand the society issue, like which segment, which underdeveloped segment of the Indian society is looking for the engineering solution or automation to resolve the issues. So student has to understand such issues and he has to come up with a solution. And this solution, the technical suggestions or technical implementation inputs are given by the institutions and the companies under the internship programs. And the fund to solve this issue, whatever the implementation is there, it needs the monetary necessities, and that will be resolved under the CSR fund. And also the university will also be having the funds to resolve such issues. So student is having the solution, the implementation fund is given under the CSR and the university funds, the technical inputs are given by the institution and the companies. Finally, whatever the solutions are generated, it will be spread to the nook and corner of India by the NGOs. This quadrilateral is the informative or analyzed pattern under the activity points. So the entire agenda behind activity point is pushing the students toward the social innovation, innovation driven by the social automations or automations that could resolve the issues existing in the society. So as a screenshot I'm mentioning here, the CSR fund given by the companies, it is available in this website csr.gov.in. As you can see here that the CSR spent segment towards the right corner, whatever it is mentioned, the 50% of the categories are matching with the categories mentioned under the activity points. So this is the brief of the necessity of activity points. It is needed academically and also innovation wise it is needed. For the higher education reasons, the activity points are needed. We provide the implementation of the activity points, and if any interested student can call us on the provided mobile numbers or the email IDs. And the implementation is having both online and offline basis, so interested student can download the application by scanning this QR code or avail the more details in this website. By this I'm ending this session. Thank you.